the NFL on EA Sports.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB.
I know that people like him, and he's kind of a phenomenon in the league as Gardner Minshew. But I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how well he plays the game of football at the quarterback spot. Remember, he was a 6th-round pick, and a surprise 6th-round pick at that. More than held his own as a rookie after Nick Foles' broken clavicle forced him onto the field in the 2nd quarter of Week 1. The Jaguars went 6-6 with him as a starter in 12 opportunities. Now they've got a chance to continue to progress and move forward with Gardner Minshew leading their team.
The throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew, it's complete to Chris Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set him back 5. Now Minshew. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 63 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Well, it's time to turn the page to a new era in Indianapolis as the Colts are led out for the first time by their new quarterback, the veteran Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers exchanging one shade of blue for another. How about 16 seasons with the Chargers? Totally identified with that franchise. Now we get to find out just how much life is left in that 38-year-old arm. And with the Colts, I think they'll have a great chance to establish a running game and throw the ball downfield.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Jared Wilson.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Mack. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
The ball carrier.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 26.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third.
Third and long for Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Marlon Mack, incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
First down carry now for Miller. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Anthony Walker.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers put up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
brings up 2nd.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, it's Thompson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Ball carrier.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll turn to Thompson, and he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jaguars add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
We remind you lots more to come here this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From the gun, Rivers. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This goes to Mack on the check down.
Complete to
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
and 5 yards to go.
To the air again here, Rivers. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Defense.
Here we go. We got to do our job, man.
They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. This will be caught just inside the 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. From the shot, a good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second down and goal. Rivers. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Caleb Chase in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Yards, 14.
Rodgers on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mack off the draw play. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew, and the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second and 16. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Chris Thompson. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down to Thompson on the screen. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play. And this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24.
From the 24, Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Rivers now from the 50. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7 yards pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rivers on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Indianapolis.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 29 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
14.
Hauschka adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Stephen Hauschka.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more.
A lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down
and this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 1st down, Rivers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Rivers on 3rd and 2. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lambo on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jared Wilson, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Miller. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
2 brings up 3rd and 9.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, 62 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know. Protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And his kick is right through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. On the return is Hines. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson.
Rivers pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts, and in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.